Um, okay. So my life is, it seemed like a good idea. Really, if you know me enough, Laura, she can, I think, attest to that. She's witnessed that. A lot of people other here maybe have too, and if not, you maybe will soon enough. Okay, so I'm not from around here. I'm from a little place called Dallas, Texas. And do you guys want to hear why one of my tattoos are the coordinates for Fargo, North Dakota? Your place? Okay. All right. So I moved here May of 2011. All my shit packed into my little fucking car. What didn't fit, what I couldn't sell, just fuck it. Just fuck it. Let's go from Hades, where you're sweating 10 months out of the year, to, it seemed like a good idea. Let's move to the fucking Arctic tundra of the nation. Because it's new and it's exciting, and let's stretch ourselves here. Anyway, about to get a little personal here. July of 2010, I find out that my father, who was 49 at the time, was dying of pancreatic cancer. And mosey on through life with the news, hanging in there. October rolls around, and I'm like, I got this. I'm in school. I'm college, whatever. Well, October rolls around, and I'm his full-time caretaker in Oklahoma. I quit school, and that was an experience, I'll never forget. And it's fitting, especially today, because I'm a direct service provider in human services, and my client died today. So I like about storytelling is it sort of changes based upon your experiences, and that sort of changed this story. My dad was really, really adventurous, especially before I was around, and it sort of changed as life changed on him. And he grew, unfortunately, into a very scared person, and that's what I knew. And as he was dying and telling me, I said, Dad, I'm thinking about going to this place called Fargo, because I hear it's like doing really well with the economy and a whole bunch of stuff, and I don't know, it just seems really cool. And he shook his head and was like, Rachel Nicole, I really could not wait to see the surprises you would throw my way if only I could survive long enough. And after he died the next month, shortly after he turned 50, I was, wallowing around in my apartment. I didn't freaking leave. I was just stuck on, Lifetime movie network or some shit, stuffing bonbons down my throat, gaining 30 pounds, as to be expected. And February 2011, and I had been accepted to both Florida State University in Tallahassee, local to me, and MSUM. And the decision came around, and I needed to make it. And I was so tempted to just hole up in my familiar place, even though I am very quite adventurous, and just say, let's just stick with what's safe. Let's hole up. I said, fuck it. I did. I just put whatever worked on Craigslist for, $0. Just come get my shit. Because I'm going to do this, and y'all are going to think I'm crazy, but fuck it. That's my motto. And I moved up here. 3 months later, my mother died. 8 months after my dad. This very sudden. That's almost 2 years. 2 years now. Anyhow. So, I, being my very social butterfly self, was already starting to know people, but what are you going to say to someone you just met? Oh my God, oh my life, fuck. So I go to Georgia, and my stepdad couldn't function. I take my mother off life support, and I come back. And something beautiful happened, really. With life and death, and then it gets just that way. I felt to where I was just going to start crumbling and like I had a decision to make, you know, end it or go forward. And thanks to this beautiful place, somehow, out of this choice, it seemed like a good idea. It actually became my saving grace. I found people that I connected with, and I changed my life. I stopped being scared. I pushed through it. And, you know, 2 years later, life is really fucking good. And especially today with losing a patient, it was just like my dad. It was just like, oh God, if I get called up. And I should mention it. And no regrets. So I've had my son here. He's a local. And since right at December 31st, I'm just like, oh yeah, it seems like a good idea. Let's get this, let's get Fargo coordinates tattooed on my body as one of my tattoos that I already have. That's, yeah. So that's that. I am not from here, but I love this place. It seemed like a good idea, and it really was a fucking good idea.